One day I was at the Ritz-Carlton. I was celebrating the closing of an art gallery with the gallery director who happened to be a good friend of mine. I was having a conversation at the bar with a middle-aged white woman as her golden retriever drunk husband walk around the place looking at art. I don't quite know how we made it here, but we ended up talking about religion. My friend ended up saying that she was Christian. At this point, her husband returned back to us and he was laughing at the situation hysterically. He kept asking my friend, "Why are you Christian?" And I chimed in and I asked, "Well, why is it wrong for her to be Christian? What are you?" I can't quite remember what he said, but I asked his wife, and he was egging her on to answer the question. He then proceeded to say that she does not follow by any type of particular religion. She denounced our religion in the facets of it. She then told me that she was a part of a cult growing up and that her mother brought her into, and she was brainwashed into believing their insane indoctrines. To the point where they locked her inside of a room and made her watch television programmings back to back to back to back to back to brainwash her into believing the things that they had. And I find this very intriguing because I never knew anybody who was actually a part of a cult. There's two things I want to talk about. What is a cult and morality, and how right or wrong is very subjective based upon the conditions that you were brought into. A cult is an organization group whose purpose is to dominate cult members through physiological manipulation and pressure strategies. Cults are usually headed by a powerful leader who isolate members from the rest of society. That's kind of interesting in itself because if you look at certain religion facets, this was definitely fall underneath that. Then it led me to think like, what is actually right and what's wrong? Of course, there's a morality code when it comes to certain things that you just shouldn't do, such as harm other people. But even that could be subjective because what if a radical group walk inside of the church and commit a horrendous crime against everybody inside of there? And the reason behind it is that their God told them to go and commit those crimes. On the outside looking in, we could look at it like that is the most horrendous thing that you could ever commit. But to them, it's like, this is what my God told me to do, and this is how I am going to please that entity. But it led me to understand that everybody's experiences shape their perspective of what's right and what's wrong. It's about belief system and how it could be shaped to be distorted or manipulated. The concept of right or wrong often comes down to cultural, societal, and personal value. When someone is indoctrinated into a belief system like a cult, their sense of right or wrong could be construed by the group doctrine. It's true that some actions might be justified within a particular framework of belief, but they might be viewed as horrendous when it comes to others. This constant shows how subjective morality can be. Understanding this complexity can help us navigate our own beliefs while respecting others' perspectives.